Hello there, Leo. Welcome to my channel. I am the soul teacher and I'm here today to do your full moon in Pisces reading. So this is a very interesting moon. A full moon, as you know, is all about getting those manifestations grounded into the earthly realm, and it's also about releasing things and getting rid of things that doesn't serve you any longer. It seems like we just keep on releasing, isn't it? So when I read about this at first, the full moon in Pisces, it's the harvest moon. So in my mind, I was like, harvesting, that's sitting back and just watching the labors of your fruits coming in. And then the astrologers that know say that everything about the full moon in Pisces, okay, you've got two, great. The full moon in Pisces is all about when you feel that urge to just do, to follow your intuition, to follow that gut feel, just stop for a moment and find out if this is really what you should do. And it's interesting because that is exactly what came out in Aries' reading. It was very, very interesting. So the overall energies, or the strongest energies around you during this, is the moon. Okay, so the moon is all about emotion. It's all about it can be about fear, but the only reason why it's about fear is because the moon represents the unknown, and we tend to be scared of what we don't know about. So Leo, get ready for there might be a few things that might trigger you along the way here. Wow. So we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and face your true north. This is very, very nice, Leo. This is very cool. So what this is telling me is that you are answering the call. But what this is also telling me is that you might be facing a few shadows. You might be facing a few fears. You might be overthinking this just a little bit. So, Leo, let's get into your reading and see what Luna wants to bring you. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a few shuffles. Ooh, a win-win outcome is forecast. Just jumped out and now it won't get back. This sometimes happens. I changed the setup again. Sorry, I'm just trying to find my equilibrium here. Sorry if you hear that, it's my doggy in the background scratching. Okay, there we go. So first up we have, what cycle are you ending with this full moon? And we have, wow, okay, what do you need to release? It's interesting that I said in the beginning, it seems like all we've been doing is releasing, and now you still need, you obviously have lots to release, Leo. And by saying this is, I do feel that you have lots of to release. I feel that there's a lot of you that might be watching this, and there's a lot that you as an individual need to release. It's not just one thing. So it sounds to me like you've got to sit down, and this is exactly what this energy of this full moon is about, is sit down and see what it is that this full moon really wants to bring you. So let's go on. What do you still need to work on to finally release? Really? I'm sorry. I check to see if I'm doing the right reading, because it just a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. Okay, so what I feel here is that things might have been, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing an uphill. I'm seeing a person standing at the bottom of the hill, and I'm seeing someone looking up, and I'm seeing or I'm feeling more of, do I really need to climb this one as well? This is what I'm seeing in my mind. This is what Spirit is showing me. So what I feel here for you, Leo, is that you've been releasing so much, but you're not done yet, and you must, it's almost like just climb this final hill and you will stand on top and the view will be great. And I know this is not really very positive, or you might not perceive it as being positive, but remember, it is you're doing it. don't overthink the situation. And I must be honest with you, I've been releasing quite a lot of things of late, and even this morning I told a friend, you know what, I have so much to release. If I knew what I had to release, it might have been easier, but I don't know, which is very much like the moon energy. There is the unknown. You don't know what you need to release, but maybe you should just answer the call to release, and you must just do it. Just keep on doing it, and see how things come up for you. And as they come up, realize that they're there, they're coming up, they're coming to the top in order for you to release it, and then do so. And I feel this fiery climax that approaches is that I feel that you're being triggered and triggered and triggered and triggered, and you're trying to keep your cool, but it seems like instead of trying to keep your cool, just go with it and release it. Just don't think too much into it, and your gut might tell you, Leo, to calm down and to just push this aside and get through without murdering someone or something. But I'm feeling here is that whenever this triggering response comes up, sit down with it, think about it, and sit down with yourself and say, okay, so this colleague really triggered me today. Why? What is this about? And see what comes to mind, because if you really ask the question to have it answered, the answer will come immediately. Remember, every question that is there, the answer for that question is already created. That's what polarity is about. That's what duality is about. If a question exists, the solution would come into existence at exactly the same time. The question can't stand here on its own and then the answer would come later. This happens at exactly the same time. The moment there's a question, the solution is right there. You just need to want to see it. And I think that's mostly the problem with our human society, is that we don't really want to see it, because if we see it, we have to deal with it. Right, so are you still on the right track for your manifestations? No, you need to step out of your comfort zone, Leo. So the North Node is about, in the Moonology deck, we have the South Node and we have the North Node. Now the South Node is all about karma being leveled out. The North Node is about your soul purpose, and hello, answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And I feel that you might have been sideswiping this, because this is going to take you very far out of your comfort zone. And I feel that in order for your manifestations, you might not even realize it, but the things you're trying to manifest, if and when those manifestations actually come to pass, you would automatically step into your soul purpose. And your soul knows this. So on unconscious level, you also know this. And because you know this, you're actually keeping this manifestation at bay. This is me. I do this all the time. We tend to think what I am here to do is not really so important. It's not really that powerful. And because of that, because of this unworthy feeling deep in our psyche, in our DNA, we tend to not realize how important it is what we came to do. So I feel that if you just step out of your comfort zone and you allow these things to happen in your life, you unblock yourself, that you will automatically step into your soul purpose and your manifestations will come to fruition. Wow, phew, Leo, this is a heavy, very heavy energy. Your advice, your commitment is being tested. How committed are you to your soul? How committed are you to your ego? How committed are you to your soul purpose that you decided on before you reincarnated in this earth? How committed are you? So your advice here is to once again sit down with yourself and see, are you really committed to this life? Are you really committed to get to the point where you wanted to get to at the end of this life? How committed are you really? Whew, Leo, this was quite a heavy energy. I hope it helped and it shone a little bit of light on whatever it is you're going through. And